Have you ever wanted to add these gravity-defying shoulder pads to your look? Well, today I'm going to show you how. Let's go. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Penny Vaca, social media's drag mom, and if you didn't have a drag mama before, you have one now. Welcome to the family. Let's do these shoulder pads. First things first, you're going to need your fabric that you're working with. This is the one I have. Grab a foam that's thin enough to go through your sewing machine, and some kind of boning and bias tape. I'm actually using zip ties for today's tutorial to make it accessible. Grab your measuring tape, and you're literally going to need one measurement. Well, actually two. All you need to measure is how far you want this to come down off your shoulder. Literally go from as far down as you want to your shoulder and then double that number. Mine was 5, so the whole thing's going to be 10 inches long. Then take a rough estimate of how far you want it to stick out. I usually go for about 3 to 5 inches, anywhere in there. Grab yourself some paper, and this is where we're going to make a quick little pattern. This is just the first piece of paper I grabbed. You can literally use anything. Mark out all those measurements, 10 across the bottom, and I think I went 4 inches off the shoulder and just freehand that line. I like mine to be rounded. You can do pointy, you can do whatever you want. Go ahead and cut that out. I only cut out 1/2 and then I'll fold it over to make sure that the pattern is completely symmetrical. Smarter, not harder, people. Now, I cut mine out in the foam already to use it as a pattern for my fabric. I placed it on the fold and I'm just going to trace it out and throw a pin in it. Don't stress yourself out trying to cut it out perfectly. Just cut out around it like this. Give yourself a little seam allowance at the bottom and take it over to your sewing machine, and you're just going to sew along that Sharpie line that we made. If you don't have to cut, don't cut. It's easier. Don't forget to backstitch at the beginning and the end, and use a zigzag stitch if you're working with a stretch fabric. Say it with me, snip those threads. And right after this, my light died and my tripod broke, so the lighting's gonna suck and the angles are gonna be weird for the rest of this, but go ahead and grab yourself some bias tape. We're gonna sew this down across like the width of our shoulder pad to give us a channel to put that zip tie through. You can also just use Ridgeline boning here or any type of other boning that you have. This is your reminder to make it work. Use what you have. It doesn't always have to be fancy. Grab one of those zip ties and cut off that little bulb at the end and just slip it right in there. And obviously I need to snip my threads. Don't come for me. Now that zip tie in there just gives us a little bit more sturdiness and it won't be pushed down as easily, and it's just a little bit stronger. All right, y'all, last step. We just have to slide that foam into the pocket we made and sew down this outside edge. It doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to be sewn onto our shoulder seam later. Bam! Just like that, you're ready to install your first gravity-defying shoulders. Alrighty, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!